everybody, Mysteria here. Hey Gianni, how you doing today? We're gonna finish up Legend of the Crystal Skull. We really don't have very much left to do. We're gonna figure out who the culprit is today, who killed Dr. Bolé. First off, how's everybody doing? It's been I've just had problems getting motivated today and doing anything productive. I've been struggling a little bit. I moped around on the couch for a little while this morning and drank my coffee. I did some dishes. I went to the store and we got stuff. We got groceries. I made dinner.
Hey Gianni, just letting you know too, after you're done watching the management here, Mysteria, yeah, her, the Rice Girl, the highlight video on Rican Rice's video, you're in it.
Did you get that all, Gianni? Yeah. I considered taking a nap today, but that never happens. So, I don't know. You are? I watched him edit it. Alright. Let me check all my stuff here real quick before we start. It's not on Rice Girl's channel. It'll be on Rican's channel.
Yeah.
It's his highlights.
It'll be the highlights for Siege. Yeah, watch it on my channel when you're done watching her. Show the love first.
Alright, so I have my coffee and I have everything I think I need. Let's go ahead and start here. Maybe.
What? Oh, Steam has to actually load first. Headphones are plugged in.
Yeah.
What's wrong? What the hell?
Nice.
No. Go ahead and click your game.
That's what I just
No.
did.
Just go down to the bottom and click your game.
Well, that's what I was doing.
There you go.
Okay.
I don't understand why. I guess something's going on with an update or some shit and it's fucking up.
Here's my center of operations, my desk. Go ahead and poke around. If you want to know the particulars of how I do what I do, take a look at the book titled How to Be a Detective. It's real helpful, especially if you're new to the mystery solving business. And be sure to check.
Shush, Nancy. Okay, so is everything working right? Making sure, double checking, you know, all that great stuff. Let me do this real quick too. One, 4, 3. Alright, here we go. Okay, so we have to do this clock puzzle. We got the second and third clock puzzle. So let's go back, let's read this real quick. Is it not that one? It's the journal. It's that one. Oh, my nose itches. Okay. So, time will tell. No, that was part. I need part 2. Alright, so at high noon. Paper. Alright, so the numbers I had before were 12, 7, 10, 1, 2, 1. Let's see. At high noon, sheriff stepped into the street address 5 hours ago. So noon, and then 7, 10. Took him straight to the blacksmith. He was real busy. 5 hours till he finished with my horse. So 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 3. 3. Okay, so noon, 7, 3. No, wrong one. Shit. Okay, so it wasn't that. No, fuck you. Stop it. Alright, so noon. 7. 3. Oh, got it. 3, 2. I want it. It's a cat eye. Alright, so now the third part. Which, oh god damn it, this game doesn't lock. No, that's not what I wanted. I lied. I don't want that damn key. I want that. Okay. So now we need part 3. Okay, so it was midnight on a dark and stormy night. Only 4 hours before, I had seen my dear friend Hollis, who informed me he was leaving for the court of the Star Chamber in a mere 2 hours and figured he would never return. I realized that 6 hours after he was to enter the chamber, I was to surrender myself to Count Blackburn. I had no way of knowing whether after the usual 5 hours of interrogation I would be able to keep my rendezvous with Lucretia 2 hours later. Would the Count let me leave, or would he imprison me forever? I was terrified. I have a friend actually named Lucretia, spelled exactly like that. Okay, so midnight. 4 hours before would be 8. So 12, 8. 10. And feared he would never return. I realized that 6 hours after he was to enter the chamber, would it be before 8, I had seen my dear friend who was leaving. I realized that 6 hours before he was to enter the chamber. Six hours before. 6 hours before. It would have to be 4 either way then, right? I was to surrender myself. I had no way of knowing whether after the usual 5 hours... Hey, Andrew, what's going on? I'm doing some fucked up math. You want to help? I had no way of knowing whether after the usual five hours I would be able to keep my rendezvous 2 hours later. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 5 hours. So is it 5 hours before or after? So 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be 9. It's either 9 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 11. Okay, and then the end would be what? Fuck you. God damn it. Stop it. Gotta work tomorrow. Yeah, and it's late there. It's what? Oh, fuck. I don't know the time. Like 7 here. Andrew says he's in bed and he's gotta work tomorrow. I don't know where the time is here because I can't.
7.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, it's really late there. Why aren't you sleeping?
She's watching you.
Well, he was obviously up before I started.
Andrew's always up before I start.
Okay, so what was the last bit? 1 a.m. That's when shit starts to get crazy. Okay, so 2 hours later. So 2 hours later would either be 11 or 7. So we'll do... I don't know if that's gonna fucking work. So midnight. Or 10. Or 9. Yes! Fuck yes! Give me the eyeball. Oh, that one's cool. Alright, so we did all those. So that's done. What else do I gotta do? So let's go over here. And go put our eyeballs up. Because I think we either have them all or we're close to having them all. Yes! I have them all. Okay. So now that's done. We can do a few things here. This is the last story in the notebook. Which is what we need to do. I hate the fucking doll. God, I hate dolls. I don't like them. Shiver Parlor House. Arg Chateau. Iridescent Pearl West Bank.
May 31st? That's today.
Rampart and Domain. Really? That's very, what's the word? Uncommon. Normally people don't like going to work. Well, that's good. That's awesome that you found something that you like. Okay, so that's today. David Jones. Okay. Kraken Parlor House. Black Spot. Oh, okay. So there's another. Avasti. Okay, so let's see if I can do this. So, luckily, this is part of my note paper. I don't know if you guys can see my crazy fucking notes. Because when you play Nancy Drew, you end up writing little shit all over everything you possibly can. And so luckily this is from, the backside of this note is from Danger on Deception Island, which had a bunch of nautical terms. Welcome back, Gianni. And so I still have port and starboard, which port is left. Okay, so that's what we need to know. We need to know that port is left. Okay, so now we got this crazy ass story because we've done everything else. That's even better. That is even better, Andrew. It's good. Blonde Bombshell just got a job and it's gonna pay really well, and she's really excited to do it. I'm really excited for her to do it too. It'll be really good for her. I hope she likes it though. Like it's different from what she's been doing. Okay, so where's my coffee? My cafe. All right. Plentiful pirates and nautical nonsense. Stealthily stalking them, famished and anxious, out hunting west waters. Okay, so west, the first one. Wait a minute. No, fuck. This is 1 through 5. So this is row 1 through 5. This is going to fucking suck. Stealthily stalking them. Hey, Rican! Well, then make your presence known. We don't know you're there. He was cantankerous. Out here were the sea-stricken pirates aplenty. A week's worth of looting left. They're large. I get paid to play in a park with kids. That sounds like a pretty decent job. Laying on the couch thinking of you, sexy. Andrew, Thunder, you gonna respond to that? Being called out there. Alright, so this sucks because somehow I'm supposed to get 1 through 5 for this from this paragraph. Stealthily stalking them, famished and anxious, out hunting west waters, he was cantankerous. Out here were the sea-stricken pirates aplenty, a week's worth of looting left, their large stomachs empty. West? I don't fucking know. No, I didn't want out of there. I really didn't want out. Don't listen to me. Fuck. And depending on where we are, have fun in a soft player or chill in a box room, watermelon, and watch movies, you know? Mm-hmm. Waterbeds are so 80s. Nice vid, Rican, Gianni says.
Oh, thank you.
Gracias. Oh my god, I don't wanna. How am I supposed to fucking get stealthily stalking them, famished and anxious, west waters left, find out. We'll see. So left. Port is, what did I say it was? Does anybody remember? Because I don't fucking remember. That was like 5 minutes ago. Port is left. So left, left. West. Left. That can't be right. That can't be fucking right. Thank you for remembering, because I had to look it back up.
You got stuck? Like, did you get stuck in the middle of climbing? Dude, that would suck. Me and Allie are certified.
Down to the
Me
port.
and her are certified in rock climbing.
1, 2.
Leon. Really? Nothing from you?
On belay.
There you go. That's what I thought.
I was counting, damn it. 1, 2. Fuck. 3. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5, 6. Look at you all nautical. I would not be able to tell you that shit because I am not nautical. But I do think of that Family Guy episode where Bonnie says something and he's like, "That's starboard" or something like that. But I'll like, you sex me up.
Oh, that's starboard.
What is that?
Because you're sexy.
Because you sex me up or
Yeah,
some
'cause
shit.
you sex me up. Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
I'll forgive you. Whatever. Alright, guys. This fucking sucks. Okay, so color green. Climbed the wrong way, my leg got stuck because it was high up and wobbling and I just stayed still. Are you afraid of heights, Thunder? Okay, so stealthily stalking them, famished and dangerous. Honey was west. He was cantankerous. Out here were the sea-stricken pirates aplenty. A week's worth of looting. Left. So west, left. Large stomachs empty. Down. 3. Port. We'll plunder some dinner. Truth is, these pirates could have been thinner. Okay. Their villainous vessel was bogged down by booty. They would drop off the treasure in a way they'd be scooting. 5. They would follow the village up. 6. Down to the mangroves. They'd surely digress. It's a beastie. Swim for your lives. The calm seas left a surprise. A long-legged beastie whose eyes were aglow had spotted some treasure. In the hold down below, and his curious nature could not let it go. So he tore down the hull and alarmed down. That's 10, right? Break down the structures inside it. That's 11. 11. His nautical naughtiness knocked down 12. Muddled and muffled. So they fired their guns at this grand octopus. At one leg, at 2 legs, at left legs. The creature continued. Okay, so let's try this. So I'm just gonna start. So west depends if it's safe, and I'm not scared of heights. But if it was but if it's like it was, and it's swallow, and I cannot spot. Ah, okay. Okay, so let's see. West, left, down, left. West, left, down, left. My left or their left? Like, because this is facing me, so is it my left or their left? So it'd make everything backwards. Okay, so alright, I'm just gonna write these down so I don't have to keep flipping through this fucking book.
I want some jammy dodgers.
Wait! Jammy Dodgers. No, we don't have any. I still have those one things that Andrew sent though. Wait! Are they Jammy Dodgers? Andrew, what did you send us?
Shit.
The cookies with the orange in them. I have a sleeve of them still.
Yeah, that's okay.
They're right there. They sound good too. What are they, Andrew? Or anybody in the UK? Fuck.
Oh, yeah,
Okay, so let me write this shit down because if not, I'm gonna do a whole bunch of fucking nothing. Yeah, what are they? What biscuits are they, Andrew?
this.
Alright, so, west. We're gonna do west. Jaffa cakes, that's what they are. That's what they are.
I'm gonna name my kid Jaffa.
Ooh, I bet they'd be good in my coffee. I've also got pfeffernusse in there too. A bag of pfeffernusse. But those are Christmas cookies, and I like eating them with chai tea because they taste similar. Okay, so west, and then left, and then down, which is south, and then port, which is left. But the truth is, been thinner. Stealthily stalking them. Their villainous vessel was bogged down. By booty, they would drop off the treasure in a way they'd be scooting. Okay, so fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You fucking game that don't lock. Don't mind my anger, guys. It's just frustrating. Okay, so they would foul up, down, down. Oh, it's a beastie! Swim for your lives. Left. A long-legged beastie whose eyes were aglow had spotted some treasure in the hole down below. So down. And his curious nature could not let it go. Let it go. Let it go. What? Hi, Reese! I don't know. We're just fucking around. This is like the last of this game. I'm gonna beat it tonight. We don't really have that long, but I keep getting sidetracked. So he tore down the hole. So down the hole, and alarmed were the pirates. He started to break down. Okay, so another down. But see, these numbers on the bottom, I think coincide with the numbers. Wait, would that be right then? Fuck no, it wouldn't be right, because this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Because it only makes 11, and it says I should be through to 16. His nautical naughtiness knocked down the ship. Down, muddled and miffed. So they fired their guns at this grand octopus. At one leg, at two legs, at left legs, then 6. Left. But the creature continued with 2 other arms. the northwestern water. So north and then west. Wailed in with alarm. The pirates abandoned this nautical nonsense and swam right to shore with their rather large haunches. But gaggles of gunmen got left. Getting gobbled, the creature was angry. In its own ink, it bubbled. Okay. So down dove the octopus right to his den. He spit out their bones and fashioned a fence. And each treasure, of course, he had not left behind. He'd befriend all these baubles in very short time. And long live this octopus hidden away, but his fate fell quite quickly on one fateful day. Fuck me. Okay. I do not have 25. I've got 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I've only got 20. I need 5 more. I don't know where to get them at. Fuck. Okay, so 23 and 25. We'll do these first because there's only 2 apparently on this fucking page. So it has to be down. Left. So left is 25. Wait a minute. There's gotta be. Yeah. 2. God, I can't do math today. I can't math, guys. It's Monday. So let's go backwards. So the bottom one, the very last one has to be left. So 25 is left. Right and then down. So let's do this. So left, right, and down. Was that? Okay. So that should be right. I don't know. Alright, so let's see. So okay, so then we go to this one, and this is 21 through 22, so this is not a short one, so it should be 22 left, right. So no, fuck you, that's not what I wanted. Left, back the fuck up. Left and right. So that should be what? 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That row should be done. Theoretically. So. Okay, so this is 3 of them. So let's see. Go away, fly. Shoo. Okay, so this should be 3. It's another short one. So it should be down. 17 should be down. Well, and then they fire their guns. Left, 18 left. And then northwest. Don't you hate that? Why don't you just prop it up? Or go to sleep. Don't watch me. Go to bed. Okay, so west. So I'm doing this backwards. So maybe that helps. I don't know. So there should be 4 on this page. So 20, 19, 18, and 17. So then it would be west, west, north, left, left, and then down. So let's see if that works. So this one should be west, west, north, left, and down. I am missing one. Which one am I missing? I thought I had them all. Okay, so we can... I'm missing one. Oh, it's right here. Why didn't it put it in there? Why? I have it. It's number 24. And it won't let me put it in there. God damn it. Okay. So... Alright. Okay, so... Alright. Good night, Andrew. We'll see you in the morning. So... Left. And then... Okay, so down. 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 Long-legged beastie whose eyes were aglow had spotted some treasure in the hole down below, and his curious nature could not let it go. So he tore down the hole and allowed him to the pirates. He started to break down the structures inside it. Well, fuck. Okay. So then I got 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. So left. Calm seas treachery left. So left. Swim for your lives. Down to the mangroves, they'd surely digress. Up. They would foul up the village. Make a great mess. Down to the mangroves. Down. Lots of beasties, swim for your lives. The calm seas treachery left of surprise. So I've got gaps. So, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. So west. Left. Left and down. Up. Down. 10, 11. Left. West, north, left, down, down. Why can't I grab that and put that on there? Okay, let's do this. We'll come back to it. I may be missing something, it might be my fault. Let's call Bess.
Hello?
Hi, Bess. Listen, you busy?
Why?
I need you to do something for me.
What?
I need you to infiltrate the meeting of the Jolly Rogers crew that's about to be held at Rampart and Dumaine, which has got to be right near Zeke's. You're going to have to look around for it. Now, to get into the meeting, you'll need to put on that skeleton man costume you saw in the back room. And once you're in the meeting, you'll need to listen for the name that opens the meeting so you can tell me what it is, okay?
No.
Beth, I know you don't like to do stuff like this, but this is really, really, really important, and it'll be the last thing I ask you to do. I promise.
Oh, all right. I don't suppose it would do any good to point out that the curio shop is closed.
You'll find a way in. Oh, and if anyone at the meeting asks, the password is Scuttled Bones.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
That's the spirit.
Okay, so what do I have as best?
What's the password?
Password? Right. Let's see. Scuttled bones.
Let me in, bish. I knew the password.
Better hurry, we're just about to start.
Thank ya.
Welcome, my fellow Jolly Rogers.
that
We
voice.
have several pressing matters to discuss this evening, so let us begin.
Dr.
As you may or
Buford.
may not have heard, certain city officials are attempting to deny us the right not only to gather in public places during the Mardi Gras season, but they have also seen fit to...
Shoot, I forgot to turn off my cell phone.
I wanted to hear his speech.
It seems we have an uninvited guest. Get him!
Let go! You're making a big mistake. Let go of me. Look, I'm not here to make trouble. You're making a big deal out of nothing. Can't we just talk about this? Where are you taking me? If you just let me explain.
Why, it seems our trespasser is of the female variety. Let's have a look.
That's right. You know me and I know you, Dr. Buford. And I also know that you were the one who attacked my friend over at the Beaulay Mansion today. And if you don't tell me why right now, I promise you, you are gonna be in one big world of hurt.
The young lady's clearly upset about something. Clarence, take over the meeting while I try to find out why she's making all these crazy accusations.
They're not crazy and you know it.
I will tell you everything, Miss Marvin, in private.
And he did. He told me everything, Nancy. I bluffed him into confessing. You would have been so proud of me. Oh, and before I forget, the name they chanted at the start of the meeting was Jean Lafitte.
Jean Lafitte. Great. Now, what did Dr. Buford tell you?
Okay. First off, he said that with his dying breath, Bruno Beaulay directed him to steal the painting of Henry's parents and lock it up in Henry's parents' crypt. Bruno seemed to think that way Henry would wind up with the crystal skull instead of somebody else. So Dr. Buford dressed up in his skeleton man costume, stole the canvas, and hid it in the crypt like Bruno asked.
That must have been when Renee saw Mr. Death.
But then, Dr. Buford had second thoughts and decided to heck with Henry. He wanted that crystal skull for himself. So this afternoon, he dressed up in his skeleton man costume again and snuck into Henry's house so he could get the key from that mini cemetery and retrieve the painting he'd left in that crypt, knowing the painting would somehow lead him to the skull.
Only I walked in on him and ruined everything.
Right. And now that we're onto him, he says he no longer wants the skull. He's embarrassed that he allowed his superstitious side to get the best of him and says whoever finds the skull is welcome to it. At least that's what Dr. Buford said. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what?
I told him you were looking for the skull.
That's all right.
Actually, I told him you were on the verge of finding it.
Why would you tell him that?
I don't know, I got carried away. So if he lied to me, and he really does still want the skull, then he might come after you. He left right after we talked, and I don't think he went back into that meeting. What if he's on his way over there?
Don't worry, I'll be fine. Why don't you just... Whoa, that bolt of lightning was huge. Anyway, why don't you just go relax, and I'll be back at the hotel before you know it, okay? Bess? Hello? Bess, you there? Nope, she sure isn't.
Okay. So. Okay. Jeanlaf. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm back. Gotta take a bathroom break. Princess Tessera. Tessera? Did I say that right? The creepy eyeball puzzle. I hate this puzzle. Because I cannot remember how to totally solve it. To be honest. And actually, I don't need the headphones for this part. Okay, so this nautical nonsense. I'm missing some. And I cannot remember how to find them. So, let's go back because I've got some gaps. I always try to do this puzzle from the back of the puzzle forward. So alright, so let's go to the front and look. Plentiful pirates and nautical knots, stealthily stalking them, famished and anxious. Out hunting west waters. So west, we have west. He was cantankerous. So west, out here the sea-stricken pirates have plenty of weeks worth of looting left. But this is 1 through 5, but I've only got 2, so I need to. There's something I'm missing. Like I need to stare at this for like. Hopefully, magically, it'll come to me. Like, you know, if you sit here and you stare at this for. I know we're so close. I remember this being like one of the last puzzles that we run into. Stealthily stalking them, famished and anxious, out hunting. South. Southwest. Southwest. He was cantankerous. South. Were the sea stricken east. Left. Okay. Okay, hold on. I had a revelation. So there is 1 through 5 in this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it should be south, west. So south, west, south, east, and then left. Okay. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Down, left, but the truth is, the villainous vessel down. Maybe. Down to the port. We'll plunder some dinner. But it says there's only 2. So it's either this or this. Or this. Or that. Okay. So it's got to be that. Alright. They would foul up. So up. So 8 through 12. Up. Down. East. progress. Beastie. Swim for your lives. Calm. East. Left. East and left, right? Right, okay. So then a long leg east. East. I spotted some treasure down. So we toured down again. Down and down. We're going down. Okay, so that's... Okay, so far we're on track. So 17... Shit, I went too far. Is nautical naughtiness knocked down? Down, yeah. Am I more than you bargained for yet? Alright. So, down the ship, these petrified metal rift. So they fired their guns at this grand octopus. Left. But the creature continued to their arms northwest. Northwest. Damn, we're on track. We're almost done. Because I've got directions for everything so far. When I had holes. Because Her Interactive thinks they're smart and puts directions in words themselves. The pirates abandoned this nautical nonsense and swam right. But gaggles of gunmen got left. Alright, so 3 more. Down. Down. Right. Left. Alright, so that should be everything. So let's try it. South. South. West. South. East. Oh shit. East. Left. So it's either down and left. Up. Down. And east. Okay. East. Left. East. Down, down. Down, down. Left, north, west. Right. Left, down. Right. Left. Okay, so that can't. So I wonder if 6 and 7 are fucked up. So let's do left and down. Left. And down. That didn't help either. Well, I'm all out of bright ideas. Anybody got any ideas? Okay, so maybe if I reverse them, like the left and the I don't know. Because I realize this is looking at me, like if I were to flip it around. So what if I just reversed all the side-to-side ones? I don't know if that would help. Well, let's try it. Hey, you're back. Well, I thought I had them right, but I'm second guessing myself now. And you know, that's dangerous in Nancy Drew games. Because then you end up really messing up. Hi. Oh, shit. South. Me either. Left should be left and right should be right. Okay, so they're not reversed. So they really are left and right. You guys know each other? That's cool. Let me get comfortable. Okay, so I've got southwest, southeast, left. We've seen each other in quite a few Nancy Drew streams. Oh, well, I've streamed Nancy Drew. I've streamed quite a few. All my previous streams go to the YouTube channel, though. Like, all the ones that I've already done. I've played Secret of Shadow Ranch, Curse of Blackmore Manor. I started Secret of the Scarlet Hand, but for whatever reason, that one is like my kryptonite, and it's so hard for me to get motivated to play that one in particular. And I've also done Danger on Deception Island, and now I'm on Legend of the Crystal Skull. And that's where we're at currently. And I know I'm almost done with this. As soon as I get this done, I know we're pretty much in the last home stretch of finding out who killed Dr. Bolay. But I've just got to get these right. So south, west, west, south, east, and left. I have. I've streamed those all, and they're in like episodes how I kind of do this since the last one came out. Yeah. Well, every once in a while I get to wanting to play a few of them, and then I figure I might as well stream them because why not? I'm playing them anyway. And they just all, after I live stream them, you know, I live stream across YouTube and Twitch, and then when I'm done live streaming, if you don't catch me live, then we just upload them to the Rice Girl YouTube channel, which is where I'm at. My name is Mysteria as well on the Rice Girl channel, and so you can, like, if you search that on YouTube, all my playlist will come up, stuff that I've played. Alright, so 6 and 7's where I'm kind of... So is it down and left? Down and left? You've never liked... It's draining. It really is. Like, it seems like it'd be really easy. But I was telling somebody else, you know, it's because when you stream, it just drains you because you have to be upbeat and you have to talk and you have to make conversation, even if there's nobody there, because people who watch your streams later, you know, they can giggle at the stupid shit you end up saying to yourself in reality. You have to be likable. So when you get done, it's just like you've just put on this entire show and you're tired, and it's weird. Like, I know it's stupid, but okay. So down and left. It's either down and left or left and down for 6 and 7, and then up, down, and east. So up, down, east. Streaming's so tiring. Yeah. Well, it doesn't put me to sleep, but I like watching streamers. They're streamers that I watch, but I mostly watch just YouTube channels. Okay, so then we've got east, left, east.
Yeah, she watches Rick and Rice.
So now he's opened that can of worms. So there's this channel on YouTube. It's his channel. He doesn't stream these kind of games, but the Rick and Rice channel on YouTube has got quite a few followers because he streams across 4 platforms. So all in all, he's got like 3,000 subscribers / followers, whichever one, you know, for each platform. And there was a bunch of us that watch him and Girl Wise, and he branched off and he made an all-girl channel that we can make content and stream and upload to. And so it's called the Rice Girls channel. So we all end up being a part of the Rick and Rice kind of group. Anyway, so that's how this came about, and that's why I'm ended up streaming, and then we upload them to the platform onto YouTube, but we stream live across YouTube and Twitch. The Rice Girl channel does. We don't do 4 platforms just yet because we're not that popular. We're fairly new. But, yeah. Anyway, since he opened that up. So I'm on the 3rd row. So east, left, east, east, left, east, down, down. It's fun. There's a few girls. There's 4 creators, there's 4 females, myself included, that upload content to the Rice Girl channel. There's myself, Mysteria, there's another one, Alanai, there's the media nurse, and there is Shebe. And we all upload content to it. We all have different types of content we upload. I don't do very well at public speaking. It's more like just talking to your friends. And you're in like the protection of your own home, so you're more like comfortable with your surroundings instead of being like in public where you're up on a platform or you're in front of, 10 people or whatever. So it's not so terrible. So the 4th one is down, down, left, northwest. Down, down, left, north, west. And then the bottom is right, left, down, right, left, down, right, left, right, left. Which one is wrong? Is this left? And then down? No. There's something that's wrong. West. South. East. Left. Down. East. Up. East. Left. East. Down, down. Down, down. Left. North. West. Right. Left. Yeah, I can bring it up. It's kind of like that. Yeah, it's kind of like live streaming on Facebook. You just kind of talk to people, and like random people like pop in and out, and I can see it on my counter. Like there's a view counter on the top, and I can see how many people are popping in and popping out. I just can't see their names unless you guys talk. So I can have lurkers just kind of watching, not saying anything, and I can see that I have X amount of people watching me, but you just do whatever's comfortable. if that's what makes you comfortable, if your twin, you know, plays these games too, that'd be even somebody to kind of bounce ideas off of and be able to talk to and be entertaining. It's kind of hard to be entertaining though with some of these games because like some of them when you're just like focused on it and you're in the game and you're not really saying very much, like it could be boring, which it's whatever. So stealthily stalking them. South, west, south, southwest, south, east, left. Okay, so that's what I get from 1 through 5. It says, I'm pointing at it like you guys can see it. Sorry. I guess you can see it. I guess I could point it, you know, with this. So, okay, so south, west, south, east, and left. And that's 1 through 5. Ow. So then we have 2 over here. But my problem is it says down to the port. Oh, maybe it's just down. Nah. Never mind. I'm slow. It's because I read port and I was thinking that's left, like port side. And I had just got done playing Danger on Deception Island where you had to know what port and starboard were. And so I just made that way more difficult than it should have been. Well, that's what I kept thinking, is that there was port, and then that'd be 3 instead of 2. But it was just down. So it was kind of literal, and I made it harder than what it should have been. So, but that's what you do. That's what you do with Nancy Drew games. You overthink it, and you make it harder than what it should be. Got a crystal eye. Alright, so guys, we're in the home stretch. I mean, this is it. And I've made this video accidentally really long because there were some people in earlier that I was talking to and goofing around with, and now I'm kind of goofing around with you guys, so I've made the video probably much longer than what it's supposed to be. Alright, so is there anybody that I need to talk to before I go? Maybe? Anything?
Yes?
Anything at all? Oh,
I'll check back with you later.
Awesome.
So I can hear the game. Okay, so no. None from Henry.
Hello again.
Nope.
Nice talking to you.
Come see me anytime.
See. Alright, so no. So then I've just got to go over to Chop. What did I have to do with it? What did the paper say? Oh shit. The screen is up on me. What did it say? So I have to put this in the shovel hand and then... What did it say? Where are they? That's not over here. That is over there. So I can press those out a long time ago. My talent. So I gotta go. No. Go back. Over here. So I need to combine them. This combined with this. It won't let me combine, so I have to just do it when I was up there. Yes. What do the papers say now? Because now I just got that, and that was like... Okay. But it didn't say where to put it. I'm gonna assume... Here. So, this first
Nancy? That you in there? Goodness sakes, gal, what on earth have you gone and done?
The lid's closing and I don't know how to stop it.
Here, I'll pull you up. Toss what you're holding up here, then give me your hands. Come on, you best hurry.
Here it comes. Renee, a little help, please?
The crystal skull. After all that scheming, how do I finally get it? Why, this nice little Yankee gal just hands it to me.
Renee, help me. Hurry, please.
Thank you, Nancy. Bye now.
No, you've got to help me. Renee! Renee!
Okay. So. Oh, yeah, we can't see anything. Where's that one at? I don't know which one I pressed. These are all like ruins from. These are all like ruins from like Curse of Blackmore Manor here. Lightning bolt. Shit. Come on. Come on. Shit. Trees. Got it. Fish, now come back here with that skull. Oh, footprints. Alright, so we're gonna go.
Renee, hold it right there. That skull isn't yours. This ain't nothing of the fact that you just tried to bury me alive.
The skull is mine. It wants to be mine. Yes, I did my share of scheming to get it. I got Dr. Bolay to go to the authenticators, then switched the letter they wrote saying it was real with one I wrote saying it was fake, in hopes that Dr. Bolay would just hand it over to me. Yes, my plan failed, and yet, here we are. I have the skull. Why? Because it knows that I will fulfill its destiny.
Bruno Bolay wanted Henry to have it. That's why he had Gilbert Buford steal that painting and hide it in Henry's parents' crypt. Because he hoped that way Henry would eventually find it.
Henry's a fool. If he ever got his hands on this, he would just turn around and give it to that trashy girlfriend of his. Dr. Bolay, he just wanted it because he was terrified of dying. Gilbert Buford, too. And that Lamont fella, he just wants to sell it to the highest bidder. But me, my motives are pure. I am going to protect it so it can rendezvous with all those other skulls. I'm going to be right there when they start conversing, and all the mysteries of the universe are forever solved. Ah! No, 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 come back!
Bye-bye.
Renee burst into tears and sobbed as Bernie swam away with a
That's it,
crystal
guys.
skull. It made me feel sorry for her for about 2 seconds. After all, while she may not have meant to cause Bruno's death, she certainly meant to cause mine when she left me sealed up in that crypt. It felt good to turn her over to the police. Later that night, Dr. Buford came over and apologized for knocking me out with that smoke bomb and for allowing himself to think, even for a moment, that Bruno's crystal skull was anything more than a pretty piece of quartz. To make up for his shameful behavior, he insisted on taking Bess and me on a grand tour of New Orleans. Seeing the city through the eyes of someone who loves it as much as Dr. Buford was truly special. He invited Henry too, but Henry declined. He was still trying to process the fact that his great-uncle wanted him to have the skull.
He just
Henry
kinda
always
sulks
thought that
around.
to Bruno he was nothing more than an annoying family obligation,
emo around,
someone
hanging around
Bruno
the
couldn't
graveyard.
care less about. Yet Bruno's request of Dr. Buford, made with his dying breath, proved that he did care about Henry. Apparently, and unfortunately for Henry, Bruno was the type of man who just couldn't bring himself to say such things out loud. As for Lamont, when he heard what happened, he
Oh, yeah.
closed his shop, bought enough marshmallows to fill a swamp boat, and has been scouring the bayous ever since, kicking every log he comes to in hopes of finding Bernie and the crystal skull inside him. But Bernie has yet to turn up. Maybe the skull didn't agree with him. Maybe swallowing it caused him to stop associating the sound of a kicked log with yummy sweet things. In any case, the Whisperer has disappeared,
Or
lost to the
it
world
killed
once
him
again,
because
which
his
is
body can't
totally fine
digest
by
it,
me.
and that's why we can't find it. Or it will cause him to live forever. He's a living dinosaur anyway. It'll just make him live forever. I don't know. Okay, so it was summer. Okay, so I got No Clue Left Behind, Cajun Cookin' Connoisseur, Wasp Whipper, my god, I hate that. Powder Puff for, and all the powders it seeks. And I got the trivia right. I remembered one of the Easter eggs and I did not get it, which is where you get all the chickens on the, what's that game called? Skee Ball. I didn't want to do it. No, I didn't get the Easter eggs. Not on that. And that's the only one I really remember, too. And then there was something else, I think, with the other eyeball, and I don't remember what it was. Dummy Dearest. No way I was going to get that, because I do not like mannequins. I do not like porcelain dolls. Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. I also do not like porcelain dolls. It's a phobia. I don't like ventriloquist dummies. I don't like mannequins. I don't do that. Marvel. For selling, no. Chit Chat Champ. Gumball Geek. Oh, I ate quite a few old gumballs, but not enough, obviously. And then I didn't go back and constantly raid Armand's Cocoa Kringle bars. Which, do you guys suspect that it's like our Crunch bars? Because that's how I kind of figured Cocoa Kringles would be. Like our Crunch bars. What do you guys think? I got food here. You guys think it would be like that? I've always got like a really big, strong urge to eat Crunch bars when I play Nancy Drew games, because that's how I imagine Cocoa Kringles would be. Oh, I know they sell them. Of course they'd sell them. It's a chance to capitalize on Nancy Drew fanatics. That has to have like an official Cocoa Kringle bar. I don't have to have official Cocoa Kringle bar. I just imagine that the Crunch bar. What is that? When you buy the Hershey mini bars and it's got like the peanut one.
The assortment?
Yeah, it's got like the dark chocolate, the milk
assortment.
chocolate. What's the other one?
You got Crunch, you got...
Is it the Crunch, the red wrapper, right?
Yeah, it's Crunch.
Okay, yeah. That's what I imagine. The Crunch bar is definitely what I would think the Cocoa Kringle bar is. And I just want like a big one that says Crunch across it, and I want to unwrap it and then eat it while I play, whenever they mention Sunny June or Cocoa Kringle, that's what I mention. Or that's what I think of. I don't have to have one, but I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say no either. I just don't want to buy one. Like, I'm good. I can have my fake Crunch bar and imagine that it's a Cocoa Kringle in the Nancy Drew world. So, anyway, so we finished Legend of the Crystal Skull, and that took way longer than it it should have. Halfway because I had some of my regulars from YouTube come in and talk for a bit and chit chat, and I just kind of goofed around with them instead of actually getting down to it and solving it. And then you guys come in a little bit later toward the end, and I kind of talked to you guys, and it would have been done a lot sooner had I just done it. But what's the fun in that? I like talking to people. That's why I kind of stream these too, because I like talking to people. I like when people watch these and they can figure, oh, I also streamed Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake. That was one I failed to mention because one of the subscribers from YouTube is from England, and he came in and he helped me with all the Roman numerals in Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake. Just unwrap it and make the Cocoa Kringle wrap. There you go. Cocoa Kringle, and just print out see if we can Google Cocoa Kringle bar and see if you can find just like a flat image of it, and then just print it out and like wrap it around the candy bar. Put some tinfoil first, like cut the tinfoil the same size of like the paper, and then just wrap it, and then you have your Cocoa Kringle bars. But they gotta be the full-size bars, because I don't think I've seen a Cocoa Kringle yet that are like the fun size, like the little minis, which would be amazing too. Her Interactive, get on that, because that would be cool. Just have like a whole basket full of, you know, mini Cocoa Kringle bars. No, I have not, and I love Ghost of Thornton Hall, which I've been wanting to stream because that's actually one of my favorites. I've not streamed Sea of Darkness. I've only played that the last time. I played it the one time. I've not played it again. There's another one of the newer ones that I really liked. I liked, the one with the mummy when you're in Egypt. I can't think of the name of it, but I like that one a lot. I love the White Wolf of Icicle Creek, but I always hold off streaming that one just because of the stupid geese game, the random one. I hate it, and I've played it again and I get stuck on it. Tomb of the Lost Queen, that's it. Oh, it's okay. You know the ending. You know who it was. We found out that it was Miss Renee. What is it called? The Fox and Geese game? Or anyway, I hate it. There's a few that I like. The ones I've already streamed. So I did stream Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake, which is one of my favorites. I streamed Secret of Shadow Ranch, which is my favorite. And then I've streamed Curse of Blackmore Manor, Danger on Deception Island, Legend of the Crystal Skull, and I started Secret of the Scarlet Hand, and I've not finished it. Isis, yeah. And I've thought about streaming Tomb of the Lost Queen, The Ghost of Thornton Hall. I like Treasure in the Royal Tower. Haunted Carousel's alright. It was a short game. I love White Wolf of Icicle Creek, but I hate the game because that has stopped me dead in my tracks from being able to finish it. I did like Creature of Kapu Cave. I love Danger by Design. Not many of the newer ones that I really like, to be honest with you. I like Ghost of Thornton Hall. Love Isis now. Oh, politically speaking, it might be a little cringy. don't really know which one to stream next. I always take suggestions. The ones that I've thought about streaming are the ones that I would stream the fastest, I think. Because they were really enjoyable for me to play. So let's go on and get to the credits and see the next one.
Talk about a detective's dream come true. The Italian police called me personally and requested that I travel to Italy and help them stake out a suspected thief in Venice. Unfortunately, what started out as a simple assignment in a city filled with canals, gondolas, and romance quickly morphed into a full-fledged undercover operation. And I soon found myself trapped in a maze of lies, disguises, and danger.
So I have one vote.
Help me find my way out by joining me in my next adventure.
Any other vote or another vote confirming?
Phantom of Venice.
Ghost Thornton Hall. Let's see, wait. Okay. So. Fine with whatever you want to play. Well, I'll probably end up playing one of those next. Because those are... I mean, you guys have played Nancy Drew games too, and you know, I mean, you guys can help me out. When I get stuck. So, alright guys. So I guess that wraps it up for... The Legend of the Crystal Skull. We found the Whisperer, and we found the culprit of the game. If you guys ever want to watch any of my previous streams, they are uploaded onto YouTube. Ice, wasn't it?
Link is down below.
The link to my YouTube channel is down below. Also, if you can't find, I mean, if you don't find the link or whatever, and you just go to YouTube and you search Rice Girls Mysteria, which is, I think, what I stream under on Twitch, my playlist will pop up. My logo, it's kind of hard to see. There's a black strip because of the green screen, but that's a green wisp of hair. That's what the Rice Girl logo is. Yeah, I thought it was ice. So, if you ever wanted to go watch the ones I've actually done. And I guess that's it for tonight. I don't know what time it is. Toll time, 8:38. Going on 8:45. And that wraps it up, guys, and I hope you... Thank you. Thank you. We designed it. I designed it. And then we got a bunch of shirts made, and we sent them out.
You designed it? Yeah?
I did design it.
Yeah? Did you?
I did.
All right.
Don't even take credit for what I did.
Freaking Rice made you.
It's 8:39 here. That's what it is here, too. I am Central Time, Central Standard Time. All of my friends that had started to watch, well, most of them, they were watching earlier. They're from England, and they're 6 hours ahead, so it was late there, and they went to bed. Which I don't blame them, because it was like 1 o'clock in the morning when I started for them. So, but yeah. I will leave it here, and like I said, the link is in the description or down the bottom, and you can watch my other streams if you want. If not, yeah. All right, so I'm going to leave it how we always leave it then.